Hello, this is Bobby at Copel TV Repair with a quick video today that I'm going to be using as a reference and illustration of some types of problems that we come across every now and then when be it repairing or selling parts. So we sold this power board to a customer, or repaired, frankly. I don't know, I gotta check whether it was sold or repaired. Either way, we received it back today, and we may have spoken with that customer. I don't remember if we have. I have a vague memory of talking to somebody about it, but anyhow, the board, the note says please return and refund. So assuming the board doesn't work and we sold them something that is malfunctioning, or people say that we repair something and they receive it and it doesn't work, and so on and so forth. So the first thing that we do when we receive the board, and if it has that stamp internally, I do know that it's been serviced and tested. So the first thing that I do is look at the boards that come back for whatever reason to see any type of physical problems and damages. And in this case, this is what I find. Let me see. Where was it? It was in one of the corners. It's harder to see with the camera, and of course I did not prepare. Yeah, there you go. See that crack running from here to here? And then I turn over the same place and inspect it more closely, and this is what I'm finding. A crack goes throughout the board. It breaks that first copper wire, it breaks that second, that third copper wire goes all the way up. If you look closely at this resistor here, you will find out that the crack totally detaches the resistor, and it's hanging on the left side. I don't know if you can see the opening there, but this resistor basically is totally detached on the right side. That alone is not that big of a deal. There's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 places that have been cut, and those has to be restored, and the board might work. Now, customer may have received the board in that state, and that might be the reason why it didn't work for them, or it may have been damaged on the way back. Whichever the case, those things do happen. I'm making these videos so that everybody watching it knows that those things do happen, and in this case one can make an argument that the board wasn't packaged properly because it was in this wrap and then put in a flat rate package, flat rate envelope. But I can tell you that we have packaged boards, and the other day we had a board that was a heavier power supply board that was packaged in a shop, in a FedEx or whatever shipping shop, and it was packaged, in my opinion, reasonably well. And in my opinion means I have quite some experience dealing with packages, and we ship heavier power boards package much more differently and leave spaces and use styrofoam peanuts because they're the best, and we leave spaces around them. We don't want to trouble, and we learn it the hard way as usual. But then again, we ship some of those this way because it's cheaper, faster, and this is the first one maybe in about 20. And we have seen boxes and boards that have been packaged very well, and they were still cracked. It is just part of the business, and if you receive a board that is not working properly, the first thing that you should be looking for is such signs. And more often than not, the problem is just poor packaging. Sometimes the packaging is decent, no perfect. Of course you can package a board like that in something way larger and cushion it all over the place, and you will be paying $20 for shipping on a board that costs $40, $50. People don't want that. We don't want that. So the solution is always somewhere in between costs and quality. And in this case, it's just the board got damaged. That's all. And luckily the damage isn't bad. I think it's going to work out just fine after that, and it's not going to be a lot of work. I just letting you know that as part of this business, sometimes those things happen. Is it the carrier? Is it whoever packaged it? In this case, is it the customer who had a different TV problem? Because definitely that has happened before, if not this time. There may be a different problem in the TV, and we can get the board back, and it can get damaged on the way back, and now we don't know whether, it's our responsibility, carrier's responsibility, or buyer's responsibility, and we're not going to be chasing after that. It doesn't help. But just be aware that companies can do reasonable effort to provide good working boards, and sometimes things don't work because there are other forces at play that prevent you from getting what you want. That's all. Thanks.